to have autoimmune because the
Mm.
body's just kind of going a little
Yeah.
crazy, right? Trying to protect yourself. But in turn, you're having more attack to your thyroid, which is then perpetuating this hypothyroid, right? So it's important to know why your thyroid isn't functioning well.
So gut health is a big focus for,
Huge.
and so what specific foods and types of foods should people be looking at and be aware of in terms of improving their gut health?
It goes back to, outside of testing and knowing exactly what's going on in your gut, some very high level things would be to focus on whole foods, focus on organic anywhere that you can. I like to say, because organic can be very expensive, right? So looking at things like Googling the dirty dozen, every year it kind of changes because they'll test them and find which produce required more pesticides that year, right? And so it's important to look at that number, and if anything, focus on those, always buying organic. So the dozen foods that tend to be the highest that year in needing pesticides, you want to go organic. Yeah. So organic foods, because the pesticides can cause a lot of disruption in the gut lining. And so we want to avoid that where possible. Again, not eating out of a box or a bag, because a lot of times the oats, the grains that are used in that have been heavily sprayed with pesticides. My kids love Cheez-Its, but there's a lot of ingredients in there that have actually been treated with pesticides. So it's important to focus there for starters. The other thing that's highly accessible is bone broth. That can be really healing for the gut lining. It's a good source of protein. And so sourcing that, either making your own or buying bone broth, can be really helpful in healing for the gut lining.
So do you find that people are generally prescribed medication, thyroid medication, too early, too soon, without actually looking at more of a holistic approach? Or is it?
So this is where I like to kind of incorporate integrative, right? So sometimes we need thyroid medication. We need prescription medication to help support us. My goal for people who need thyroid medication is, okay, great, let's put you on there so you feel better, so that we can start making you feel good enough to exercise, and you can think clearly. You're moving your bowels, because oftentimes when we have sluggish thyroid, that means sluggish everything. So we need your body to be functioning at a high better. And then let's look at antibodies and fix the actual problem, so that ideally, at a minimum, we can be minimizing